This is a 15-minute yoga for beginners practice. I'm Stephen Ewashkiw from Adventure Yoga, and I'm going to guide you through this 15-minute practice to wake you up, to wake your body up, to open your mind, and get you ready for whatever your day has in store. This really is a practice for beginners, so you don't need to have any experience in yoga. I will guide you through the poses and the practice, so let's get ready. If you have a yoga mat, you can unroll your mat, get some comfortable clothes on, and I'll see you on the mat in just a second. Welcome. Please take a comfortable seat on your mat and sit up tall. Breathe through your nose and take a few deeper, longer, fuller breaths. If breathing through your nose isn't available today, no problem. Breathe through your mouth. Good morning. Stretch up tall through your spine. Take your right hand and place it on the ground beside you. Stretch your left arm up. Bend your right elbow in towards your side and side bend to the right. Push down through the left side of your hip and stretch out through your left fingertips. Get a really long stretch through the left side of your body. Push down through your right hand to bring you back up the center. And then place your left hand on the ground beside you. Stretch your right arm up. Bend your left elbow in at your side a little, and then side bend to the left. Push down through the right side of your hip. Stretch out through your right fingers, so you get a nice long stretch to wake up the right side of your body. Push down through your left hand and come back up to center. Keep your right arm up, stretch your left arm up to meet it, and stretch up. Push down through your hips and stretch. Keep your arms up and twist to the right. Move your left hand back a little, twist a little more. Take your left hand above your right knee. Take your right hand onto your lower back. Sit up tall and just gently twist. Move your shoulders back to open your chest. Lift the outer edges of your mouth up. Smile. Come back to center, untwist. Stretch your arms up, reach up, and twist to the left. Move your right arm back a little bit more. Twist a little more. Take your right hand above your left knee. Take your left hand onto your lower back. Sit up tall. Move your shoulders back. Open your chest and twist a little more. And why not do it again on this side? Lift the outer corners of your mouth up. And come back to center. Please come onto your hands and knees. All fours. We'll do a few rounds of what we call cat and cow. Cat looks like a cat stretching. So round your back, stretch your spine. Stay here for just a moment and really round your back. Move your hips forward, move your head back, and lift your belly away from the ground. To help, push down through your hands and push down through your feet. And imagine a Halloween cat or what a cat looks like stretching. This is kind of what we're doing here. And this next one is called cow pose. Sort of the opposite. Look forward, move your chest down and forward and lift it up. Move your hips back and stick your butt up. Move your shoulders away from your ears to get long through your neck. And stretch the front of your body. Stay here. Cow pose. It's a little like the shape of what an Indian cow looks like. They're slightly different from what Western cows look like. They've got a real saggy belly and an arched back, and they have a little protrusion at the back of their neck. They're pretty cool looking. Stretch across the front of your belly. Cow pose. Then let's move a little bit faster. Move into cat. Stretch your spine. This always feels good when we wake up and do this. And then move into cow. Arch your spine, lift your belly, round your spine, cat, and arch your back, cow. And then come to neutral, all fours. Give your hips a little shake, give your shoulders a little shake. Stretch your right arm out in front of you, and turn your right palm in, and lift up through your right elbow. Look forward just a little. Now you can stay here, but if you want to make it a little more challenging to wake up your balance, stretch your left leg back with your left leg off the ground. So knee off the ground, foot off the ground. This one's called tiger pose. So if you're feeling like growling this morning, you can do that. A little, rawr, I'm a tiger, or whatever. You can just laugh at me. It's totally fine too. Stretch out through your right arm, stretch back through your left leg, and then bring your right hand down, left knee down. Stretch your left arm out in front of you, turn your palm in, and lift up through your left thumb. Look forward just a little. And again, you can stay here. This is lots to do. Or stretch your right leg back, right leg off the ground. Stretch out through your left fingers, stretch back through your right leg. And then again, if you want to growl here, you can, because it's tiger pose. It's my best tiger. I've never met a tiger. Bring your left hand down, bring your right knee down. Nice. Then bring your knees a little bit closer together. Bring your inner edges of your feet to touch. And then sit back. Your heels will separate some. Totally fine. I'm just going to slide forward so that I'm a bit more centered on your screen. This one's called Vajrasana. Just sitting on your heels pose. Sit up tall. This is a nice stretch for the fronts of your feet, for your ankles. We're going to get a nice stretch for the front of our chest here as well. Behind your back, interlace your fingers. Bend your elbows a little. And then point your elbows back behind you. Open your chest. You can keep your elbows bent here and move your hands away from your lower back. Or you can also work to straighten your arms back behind you and get more of an opening. It's up to you. Do what you can do. Take a couple of deeper breaths here. And then release your hands, roll your shoulders a little, shake it out. And then come into a bent knee downward facing dog. So this is for beginners. So if you don't know down dog, totally fine. Just watch. I'm going to have you place your hands on the ground, lift your hips up, and then walk your knees back quite a bit. We're going to use a lot of the length of our mat. Then you tuck your toes under, really get your toes onto the ground. And then this is the part that people find a little confusing when they're new to this pose. Move your chest back as you lift your hips up. Keep your knees bent. So if you're watching to learn that, I'll walk you through it again. If you're there, stay in down dog with your knees bent, push through your hands. So place your hands on the ground so your hands are about shoulder distance apart and walk your knees back. Tuck your toes under. Push down through your toes to lift your knees up. And then, as you move your chest back, lift your hips up and back. Work to get your spine in a straight line. And keep your knees bent. Down dog with bent knees. Then this next thing we call walk the dog. Straighten your right leg, bend your left knee, and stretch your right heel back and even down towards the ground. So give you a nice stretch for your lower right leg to wake it up. Engage your right knee to engage the front of your right leg and wake it up. And then change sides. Bend your right knee, straighten your left leg. Stretch your left heel back and down towards the ground. Definitely doesn't have to come to the ground. Just want to get a nice stretch for your calf muscles on your left leg. And engage your left knee to get the front of your left leg engaged a little more. And then change sides again. Straighten your right leg, bend your left knee, and change sides again. Straighten your left leg, bend your right knee. And play with that. Right leg straight, left knee bent. Left leg straight, right knee bent. And then come to both knees bent. Walk your hands back to your feet. Bring your feet flat onto the ground or your mat and come into a forward fold. Bend your knees as much as you need to so that you can touch the ground. This is just going to help you free up your spine and allow it to get long without having a strain in the back of your legs and your hamstrings. So always touch the ground in your forward fold, unless the teacher says to do something else, but today, touch the ground. Relax your head. Even shake your head no, shake your head yes. And then we're going to slowly walk our hands back towards the front of our mat and come into downward dog again. Walk your hands forward, lift your heels up when you need to, have your hands about shoulder distance apart, bend your knees and move your chest back and lift your hips up. This time, keep your right knee bent, straighten your left leg, and then lift your right leg up, way up overhead, and then move your right leg over to the left and bend your knees so your right leg hangs over to the left. You can always look at the screen to see what I'm doing. We call this flip dog. It's just a nice opening for the whole right side of your hip, right side of your rib cage, and then come back to center. Bring your right leg down. Bend your left knee, straighten your right leg. Then lift your left leg up and straighten it. Reach up and over to the right and bend your left knee. And then stretch your left knee over to the right. Stretch open your left hip and stretch through the left side of your ribs. Come back to center. Bring your left foot down to the ground. Bend both knees. Bent knee. Down dog. Walk your hands back about halfway, maybe a little more. Bring your feet down to the ground. Turn your toes out, separate your feet almost as wide as your mat, and then lower your butt, slide your hands back, and come into a squat. Bring your hands in front of your chest, lift your chest up. Push back with your arms. Squeeze your legs into your arms just a little and stretch up long through your spine. And then rock back a little and sit down. Stretch your legs out in front of you. Lie down on your mat. Bring your right knee up in towards your chest. And with your left hand, reach for the outside of your right knee. Stretch your right arm over to the right. Place your right palm flat on the ground. And then we're going to do a little twist. Bring your right knee over to the left. Touch your right foot onto your left leg so it can rest there. Look over your right shoulder and twist. Stretch your right knee to the left. Push down through your right hand. And steady your breath. Come back up to center. Stretch your right leg straight. Bend your left knee. With your right hand, hold outside your left knee. Stretch your left arm out to the side. Place your left palm flat. Same thing other side. Twist your left knee over to the right. Touch your left foot onto your right leg. And twist. Push down through your left hand. Stretch your left knee over to the right. Nice gentle twist for your spine. Then come back up to center. Bring your left foot to the ground, and then bend your right knee, bring your right foot to the ground. Give your hips a little shake. Then lift your knees up, hold the fronts of your knees, hold the fronts of your shins, and rock from side to side. Rock back and forth a little. Find what feels right in your body here. Just get a little movement. And then I always end class, even short classes, with a shavasana. That just means lie down and relax. So stretch your legs out, separate your feet, turn your legs out, turn your palms up at your sides, tuck your shoulders underneath you, close your eyes, and just take a moment here to relax. We'll be here about 1 minute. It's just a chance for your body to process the work. relax. Move your fingers and toes. Take a couple of deeper, longer breaths. Then stretch your arms up and overhead. Point your toes. Stretch through your fingers and your toes. Stretch your whole body. Bend your knees. Turn onto your side. And press yourself up. And come up to a seated position. Cross your legs and sit up tall. Thanks for joining me today. I hope this helps get your day started, gets your body moving and getting ready for whatever your day brings you. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you on the mat again soon. Thanks. Thanks for joining me for your morning practice today. If you're looking for classes to do with me in the future, I recommend this class here. And if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, you can do that by clicking up there. I'm Ewashkiw from Adventure Yoga. Thank you, and I'll see you on the mat soon.